Some things change. Some things remain the same. It's good to drink water in the morning. Oh. Wait, wrong thing. Wrong thing. There we go. Hello, Peach Girl. Hey, you're my first viewer. Hello, Harley Man. Hello, Kippa. Hello, Ike. Oh, it's a little chilly out. I got a sweatshirt on. The highway behind me is making a lot of rumbling. Oh, it's because it's rush hour. Maybe. I assume every other time it's been rush hour after I've come out here. Good morning, Ike. Hello, Peggy. Hello, Poopy Butt Face. Hello, Sven, David, Lori, Ill Bill, Sin, Ken, Cheryl, User, Timeout, Island Girl, Ray, Sherry, Patty, and G.I. Jane. I saw that movie in the theater, G.I. Jane. It was such a rebellious movie at the time of a tough woman taking on a man-dominated society. And I don't know how I felt about it at the time. But either way, I think it foretold things that were to come in the military and probably in the world as a whole in terms of, women being involved in every aspect of life and war and business and what have you. And maybe 30 years ago when the movie came out, it wasn't so that way. So, I don't know. But anyway, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy. Hold on, I got to pause my question. Joe Swanson just asked if I know who Ron Jeremy is. Not only do I know who he is, I met him. And that's the end of that. But good morning, Love Life. And good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. No. Okay, I got to get back to my intro. No, I didn't make a video with him. I appreciate the questions and the curiosity, and I know it seems weird, and I know he's gone on and had some bad legal stuff going on. But there was a documentary about the industry that he had a key role in, or maybe was the producer. And I saw it in a theater in Chicago a long time ago, and we shook his hand on the way out. So, yeah. Joe, I just said he was he produced or was involved or starred in a documentary about that industry. And, I don't know. So I saw him and met him on the way out. We got a picture with him, me and 3 or 4 of my good friends. And, so I know him. Not know him, but certainly know of him. But anyway, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is, what day is it? It's Wednesday morning. It's 6:10 a.m. It is August 16th, I think. Happy Wednesday. This is a little show I've been doing for a long time. It is a show about me talking. A show about me going through life, experiencing life. There's a dad and his son going off to fish in the lake behind me. I might have to ask him. Did you catch bass in there?
Sometimes.
I would bet there's some good bass fishing in there. It looks like it. Good luck, guys. It's a show I've been doing for a long time, just over 4 years, and a show I enjoy a lot, a show that comes up in conversations a lot, a show people ask about, a show people question me about, a show people wonder about, and it's a show I have a lot of fun doing, and it means a lot to me, and it's kind of therapy for me, and it seems like it's therapeutic for those that are watching it, because they see me, a guy generally with a pretty positive attitude and a good spirit, talking about some struggles that he goes through from time to time. And we all go through them, and we all have our challenges, and no matter how beautifully manicured your neighbor's yard is, they got issues too, because we all do. And I've realized that over the last several years. Can you guys hear me okay? Or is there too much background noise? I could move, but it sounds like there's trucks driving down the highway next to me. And I'm worried you can't hear me. Or I'm worried. Okay, thank you. Hey, thank you for following the creator, Ike. What I'm really worried about is I go back and clip these videos, these live videos I do, into shorter videos and post them on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And sometimes I'll add like music, and for some reason I like piano music a whole heck of a lot. It seems to be, I don't know, the piano can really match your emotions depending on the song or the note that's being played by the pianist. And I think a lot of times if I'm talking about a serious, heavy subject or an emotional subject, something about the piano keys being played, I don't know, can bring me to emotion and can make me cry. So I don't want the loud noises of the trucks driving by distracting from the beautiful music that I might someday have on this here video. So anyway, for those that have been watching a while, and again, thank you for following the creator, Ike. It's a show not just about me talking, but it is a show, and I'm checking the temperature of my coffee. I think I wish it was a little hotter, but it's not, so I'm going to love the one I'm with. I'm excited to have my very first sip of coffee on this morning, and I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. I'll tell you what, it's surprisingly warmer than I thought. My fingertips were sensing not as hot as should be, but I think my tongue and my mouth and my esophagus and my tummy and my brain and everything that's involved in that first sip of coffee was saying, oh, that's just right. So let's have another sip. Oh, thank you, D, for saying that. You're sweet. We're still trying to determine what I'm the goat of. But I know I'm the goat of something. I know I'm the goat of something. Today's a big day for me. Personally, I guess. Not personally, but living through the eyes of a father who's looking at his beautiful daughters from his first marriage. And I've talked to both of my daughters already this morning. I got a 17-year-old beautiful girl and a 14-year-old beautiful girl, and they're off to their senior year in high school and their freshman year in high school. And I remember both days, myself a long time ago, 40 years ago or whatever it was, and I'm so proud of them both. And I FaceTimed the younger one, and she was curling her hair, and I saw her mom scurrying about in the background, helping her get ready early in the morning. I talk about the struggles it is for a divorced dad. I'm sure it's hard being a divorced mom as well. And because, there's a lot of stuff that goes in with parenting, stuff that I miss, but stuff that's still challenging. And again, seeing my ex-wife scurrying around in the back at 5:40 in the morning while my daughter was curling her hair, getting ready for her freshman year, kind of made me chuckle a little bit. But then I reached out to the senior, and she's doing some morning senior thing, and they took a big picture at the football stadium in the sunrise at 5:30 in the morning. She said she'd call me back, but we'll see. She's busy. But she's a good girl, and again, she's going to be a senior. It's crazy. Any particular flavor coffee, Susie? No, well, this is a dark roast, and it has cream in it. At home, I'll mix it up, but at Starbucks, I tend to just get the dark roast every time if they have it. And I have cream in it. So that's the type of coffee I'm drinking, which reminds me to drink another sip. So I'm sitting here for one of my favorite spots. Somebody asked me, Oh, I met a family member out yesterday at Starbucks, and the one downtown. And as I was leaving, all the baristas and the people yelled, "Bye, Ken!" And he looked at me and goes, "Wow, they know you here? That's pretty cool." They're probably just this one. "Yeah, Senior Sunrise, that's right." And I go, no. They kind of know me at a bunch of different Starbucks. I know most of the baristas and most of the store managers. I know a fair amount of the area and regional managers. When you're like me and you hang out at Starbucks a lot and you got a sweatshirt that says "Coffee with Ken," you get to know the people. Well, if you're friendly. I think you get to know people if you want to get to know people. And I'm one of those that likes to get to know people. I engage like nobody's business. And if I have a chance to talk to somebody about something, I usually will. And sometimes it gets me in trouble. It's funny. And I talked about it before. I worked at Keller Williams for 17 years, and it was a big, huggy, feely real estate office. And left real estate at the beginning of this year, and I've been working at Target. Well, let me tell you, Target's not huggy and feely. They want everyone to have their space. I want to give everybody hugs and find out what their backstory is, but that doesn't go over so well. But I don't know. My time is ticking there, and maybe that's okay. But yeah, let's have a little more coffee. Had kind of an interesting talk with somebody yesterday, and I've done videos before about this. I stopped smoking pot and drinking alcohol about 2 years ago, and I knew I quit, and it's been fairly easy for me to quit because I just wasn't liking it anymore. The smoking of the pot seemed like a drag on my life, and it didn't feel good, and it wasn't fun, and it just seemed like a endless spiral of nothingness. I wasn't totally sure if I was alone in it, but now that I've done that video and I've seen the comments, I realize I'm not alone, and having the conversations I've had, I think a lot of people do this, and a lot of people go through it, and a lot of people defend their right to smoke very viciously, and they think, oh, it's natural, it grows in the ground, it's better than alcohol, or it's better than prescriptions, and it may or may not be. But I know for me, it just wasn't working anymore, and I would spend my days feeling stupid on the couch and resenting my wife and myself and my family and the life I had chosen. And just by talking to this guy yesterday, I could see it in him as well. He was telling me how he's having a hard time stopping, and that it doesn't even feel good anymore. It's just like, I don't know if you use the word crutch. I know it's a word I used. But it's just something you did. It's a bad habit. You start, and then your kind of day is changed. You're a little less clear of the mind all day, and you're a little frustrated and feel silly that you did it. And I know personally for me, it's a beautiful day today. I don't have it as an option, but one of the things that brings me a ton of joy is riding my scooter. And I have a scooter that's kind of almost like a motorcycle. It's a 400cc Suzuki. And I would smoke in the morning, and I didn't feel capable of riding the rest of the day. And to not be able to do something that gives you joy because you made a bad decision first thing in the morning, I think leaves you feeling silly or dumb or guilty or shameful all day. And silly, dumb, guilty, and shameful isn't a way to go through the day. There was a time when I'd smoke and it'd feel great. And it'd be awesome, and the coffee would taste good, and the movie I was watching would be incredible, and the people I was with would be awesome. But that time fades, and then it becomes just kind of a yucky thing. And it was a yucky thing I did, and I'm hopeful that my friend will be able to stop when he's ready, because that's the only time you can stop, when you're ready and when you really want to walk away. Yeah. So hopefully you can. Katie, you woke up so angry? Why are you so angry? Well, you don't have to go into details. I'm sorry you're so angry. We always wake up with some emotions, and oftentimes they're not always the most positive emotions. You might be startled out of a deep sleep. You might not be feeling good. You might be worried about the things that lay ahead of you on the day. You might be feeling guilty about something that happened yesterday or angry about an interaction you had with somebody. If you woke up angry, I'd say the first step is accept that. Be okay with it. Don't try and fight it. Go, hey, I'm pissed off. I'm angry. I'm mad. And get that out. And then find something that you're not angry about, something you're thankful for. And works for me. Because every day I wake up with a variety of emotions. And I think gratitude, and when I say gratitude, I kind of combine that with prayer. But gratitude's one of our most important, powerful tools to get us out of those dark times and that moments of stress or anxiety or depression or anger or what have you. Good morning, Kyle James. Thank you for joining today. I so appreciate you. But had an awesome day yesterday. I got a bunch of things done. I walked up the Four Lakes ski hill in old neighborhood I used to live. Shot a cool live video, I thought, while walking up. I haven't watched it yet. It was probably pretty shaky because I got naturally shaky hands. And I was walking up a hill out of breath. But I enjoyed doing the video, and it felt good, and it was a beautiful day. Met a buddy out at a burrito joint for lunch and had a great lunch with him. And I'll tell you, it's not a big secret, but he's off to Lake Tahoe, he told me yesterday. And we got to talking. On my first marriage, part of the honeymoon, we did a kind of a tour of Northern California. And we started in San Francisco. We went to Napa Valley. Then we went to Lake Tahoe. And then we finished up in Yosemite. And it was really beautiful 10 days or whatever. And Tahoe is one of the coolest places, I think. It's beautiful in that it's mountainous. It's got great restaurants and casinos if you're into that sort of stuff, and bars and nightlife. It's got a gorgeous, gorgeous lake with a beautiful beach on it, with cool water, probably glacial water. I'm assuming it was made by a glacier at one time, and it's still cold. It's got golf, it's got skiing, it's got hiking, it's got horseback riding. It's a really neat place. I'd probably like to go back there sometime and, I don't know, do a little of all of the above, except maybe the drinking, maybe the gambling. I talk about quitting gambling. I'm not sure I've totally quit gambling. I'm not sure I've totally quit anything. But I'm not sure I've totally quit gambling. I mean, if RJ reaches out and says, hey, the Bears are favored by 10, it's a lock. Want to put $10 on it? I'll bet him. Kind of reminds me of Kramer at the airport when he said he used to have a gambling problem, and he got hooked up with some big guy from Texas, and they were betting on when the planes would arrive and if they'd be on time or they'd be delayed, and he ended up getting stuck there and spending his whole day there. He was supposed to be picking up Jerry, I think, but anyway, it's kind of funny. Oh, feels good. But it's a beautiful morning, and I think fall's coming. And I'm wearing a sweatshirt and jeans and Birkenstocks with no socks. But I thought of putting on socks because it is cool out. And damn the fashion. And my ex-wife for yelling at me for wearing socks with my sandals. She does not approve. We were a perfectly happily married couple until she saw me wearing socks with my Birkenstocks one day, and she said, "What the hell is the matter with you, Ken? I married this?" Yes, you did. Yes, you did. 6 months later, we were divorced. It's not true, but it'd be funny if it was. But, yeah. I don't know. Again, God bless me with 4 kids. And I appreciate technology, that I'm able to stay as connected as I can with my older girls. and I appreciate the fact that I've been able to spend a lot of time the last couple weeks with my two little babies. I think that's weighed on me heavier than I knew. It's hard enough getting a divorce, but it's even harder when you have two real little ones with your wife, or that you're not getting to see every day. And fortunately, my ex and I seem to be coming to a place where we're working towards a healthy relationship where we can love on our kids in a better, healthier way for everybody. And I'm happy that I was able to spend a lot of time with them and hold them. And I got a beautiful girl named Eve who's 10 months old, and she's got the sweetest little laugh, although I found out she has a little tooth coming out, her little lower gum, the other day. I discovered it. I was feeding her something, and she chomped down, and I felt a little roughness on the bottom of her mouth, and she got a little tooth coming through, and I think she's starting to teeth. And my ex sent me a picture of her yesterday with a sad face. She just wasn't her normal radiant self. I think her little gums are bothering her. But she's still a sweet little thing. And when she sees her dad, she kind of bounces and then cuddles. And is just a sweet little thing with the sweetest little laugh. It makes the sweetest little noises. And she's a beautiful little girl. And, Robert Montgomery joined. Good morning, Robert Montgomery. But, anyway, I don't know how much I have for you this morning. I do know it's Wednesday morning, and I do know it's a beautiful day, and I do know I get to go to work at my Super Target here in about half an hour. And although it's not the job or the place I want to be at the moment, it is the job and the place I get to be at the moment. And as I talk about a lot, I think there's things happen for a reason, and things happen for a reason. And I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, and it's not where I'm going to be in the future. And this is a stepping stone on the way to, thank you, Tara, to my future, my path, my life, my story, my existence, my being. And I'm excited every day about seeing what the future holds. It's not even what the future holds, it's what the now holds. Because the now is continually opening up in front of us. And every moment is a new now, if that makes sense. And we don't know, what our next now is going to be. And it makes life exciting. And it's not always perfect. And it's not always sunshine and rainbows. But that's okay, because life's not supposed to be only sunshine and rainbows. It's supposed to be hot coffee. It's supposed to be sunshine and rainy days, snowy days and windy days. I was talking to a few people about Arizona over the last few days, and I got no use for the Deep South. Not that I would consider Arizona traditionally the Deep South. I kind of, I know it's in the South and along the Mexican border, but the Deep South, I kind of think of Alabama and Mississippi and Louisiana or what have you. But anyway, I have no use for desert climates. I really love and am fortunate to live in the Midwest, where we have beautiful green trees and beautiful green grass. And yes, we get snow in the winter, but I love snow in the winter, and I love cold weather, and I love Christmas, and I love shoveling snow, and I love throwing snowballs, and I love being a kid. And nothing reminds me of being a kid as much as that first snowfall, and doing silly things, or sliding on the pavement, or seeing how far of a skid I can get as I run and skid. And I guess I'm looking forward to the seasons changing. And although I feel a little sad that summer's coming to an end, and the kids are going back to school. I feel that sadness or that loss because it went so quickly. But I also feel some excitement, anticipation of cooler, crisper weather and changing leaves and changing wardrobes, and then that first snowfall, and then Christmas, and then, all the good things that come. Because there's a lot of good things that are coming. And sometimes we get so bogged down and so angry and so stressed and so depressed and so hurt and so pissed off that we don't remember the good things. And I'm going to remember the good things today, and that's what I'm going to leave you with. I encourage you, Katie, if you're still listening and if you're still feeling anger, it's okay to feel angry. We all go through stuff. But try and focus on some good things because they're out there. And they're all around us, and the cool air and the birds chirping and the blue sky behind me are all good things and all things we should be thankful for. So one more sip of coffee. I so thank you guys for watching. I so appreciate you. I so appreciate you following my story, following on my social media pages, joining me for a cup of coffee on this Wednesday. It feels good knowing I'm doing something that somebody wants to watch for whatever reason, and it means a lot to me, and I want to thank you again for joining. I hope you had a wonderful night's sleep. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're loving yourself. I hope you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.